I am coaching now. Yo, what's up, HAMIES? Episode 7, and we're coming to you live from my PlayStation 3. You know the drill. I mean, at this point, we've been doing this for a couple episodes. Like button, do it now. Subscribe to the channel if you're not, and do it now. Leave a comment at the end of the video, or you can do it now. And then, of course, share it. You know, if you're in a group, Reddit, Instagram, yada yada yada, Twitter, blah blah blah. I'm really trying to grow the channel. I feel like my content is getting to the point where I can start getting this really getting this out there now. Start pushing it. So do all those things and be prepared for some craziness in this one, man. I don't know if you guys, you know how some videos give you that epilepsy warning. Yo, if you are easily triggered, bruh. So as per the usual, we start off with taking a look at how our recruiting is going so far. We're doing okay, but we haven't signed a lot of guys. Now, granted, it's only, I believe it's week 7, week 8, week 7. I don't think we've had a bye yet. And so far, these are the 3 guys we've got. For a lot of you guys who play with the bigger programs, this ain't much. But for me, these are building blocks. These are the type of dudes who, they redshirt them, and then, sophomore year, junior year, they really start producing. Some of them become impact players. That's what it is for us. The biggest one is that kicker, but having him means we'll need another kicker in a couple of seasons. But at least we'll have a guy. We're losing a very good kicker right now. Christian Bryan, he's an athlete. We're gonna find some place to put him. I'm thinking he could be a fullback. We don't know. You never know with the athletes what their run blocking is. Or we could probably put him on the defensive side. I like his speed, strength, acceleration, that combination. That's always good. But we'll see. We will see. This game, we're taking on Cincinnati. All right. And Cincinnati, last year in the regular season, they beat us. We couldn't handle their defensive front, and then we got a rematch in the conference, in the American Conference Championship. But during the regular season, they got us. So this is kind of big. Both teams are ranked pretty high. We're ranked 8. They're 14. Herb Street has us, but of course, as you look at the rosters, they're a stronger roster than us, and a lot of that worries me sometimes because we don't have NFL players. I don't think we have a single guy. Maybe Hudson Henry. I'm lying. Absolutely Hudson Henry. But I think he may be the only NFL guy we have on our entire roster. So it's not like I can, I have a dude out there who's just, that much better that I can just kind of abuse him and, and ride him to victory. But Cincinnati, they're the type of team that can punish us for that because they're just better than us at this point. They have NFL talent on their roster, at least more than us. And so their loss to Memphis is kind of like, what? But Memphis is undefeated. I think they're ranked 5th right now. So at this point, we'll just see how things play out. See how Ani's doing. We're doing okay. We don't necessarily have guys in the top 10 of statistics, but that's just, we spread the ball out, and we don't have guys. We don't have dominant players. We have solid players. We don't have dominant players. Siggers, Henry, offensively, that's our guys. Defensively, Williams and Whitlock had been the guys. Of course, we got, we still got Davis in the middle. I mean, not in the middle, but on the right side. This is his last season. Still dealing with injuries, man. Really missing Vincent Bennett's speed, who we just are offensively. But advantage we have is they're coming to Denton. When we lost to them, we were in Cincinnati, so they're at Apogee Stadium. We really want to continue this win streak because we're looking. Hey man, we're beyond BCS busting at this point. So first couple drives, 6 and out. 3 and outs, but on this play, man, I make a read. I see 2 routes. I see the sit down curl in the middle, and I see the flat, and I'm thinking, okay, this guy's running a flat. I didn't even look at him. I just knew he was running to the flat. And so we get the stop there. Offense, we get good field position. We're trying to drive the ball in, but you know, we end up settling for 3 points. You don't like to get 3s when you can get 7s, but it is what it is. Back on defense, we felt like we were playing good, and then, oh man, oh no, oh no, we haven't given up many 44-yard runs, so that one's surprising. Now, one thing I didn't show is Austin Aune threw a pick earlier in the game. It was one of those picks he shouldn't have thrown. This is another one. You know how I keep harping on his inability to really drive the ball down the sideline? That was what just happened right there. So I go to the depth chart, and bro, live, I'm everything under the sun. Every 4-letter word you can think of. I'm like, yo, I'm done with you, Aune. I'm done with you. I'm going beam. I'm done with you. I'm so sick of you. No arm strength having, no talent having. But, you know, cooler heads prevail. I bring them back in, and this is the problem we had last year. We just could not block them. Here, the pulling guard, he misses his target. When you're calling bases and powers and counters, you got to have guards with good awareness, or else they will do that. And that's what we're lacking right now. Here, they hit us with the angle route. I believe that was an angle route. I don't know what that was. That guy was just open. They had 2 guys, and I had to pick and choose, you know, my death. Here, just, they blocked us, man. They blocked us. They outnumbered us in the box. They blocked us. The one guy who had a shot couldn't get there. It is what it is. I smart route Henry on this play. I thought he was going to run out, but he just sat down. So lucky for me that he beat the defender on the route, and the defender just kept going. But that's what you get with off-man curls in this game. Inside the red zone, we're going to go to our tried and true. You know, China, if it's a man, we're going to try to hit this route as he gets to the outside, because he always wins. We're not going to face many teams who can man him up unless they, you know, bring in another defensive back, or maybe if they got a stud safety. But for the most part, everybody's going to struggle trying to man him up in that situation. Defensively, we couldn't really get stops, you know. And here, this was the first time in a long time where I looked at the computer's play call and I said, all right, you got me. You got me. Because I'm thinking, you know, I'm about to blow up the fullback, and then I have a player outside, but he just didn't have the athleticism to make the play. And if you've ever had one of those games where you felt like everything was going wrong, this is one of those games, man. Siggers he doesn't fumble, bro. He doesn't. And here he does. And 2 plays later, oh no. Oh no. Oh man. It's been this kind of games, ladies and gentlemen. And then this was the second play of the next drive. We make some adjustments, man. We make some adjustments because, you know, we got to get Aune going. We got to get this passing game going. We're down 21 points. It's not insurmountable, but right here, some of you are thinking the linebacker just jumped 10 feet in the air. He didn't. He didn't. What happened there is I'm expecting him to almost throw this like a post. You know, put that in that seam. He doesn't, because he doesn't have the talent. So at that point, we bench Aune, because this is the 3rd time he has put us in a bad position. This is our 4th turnover of the game. Luckily for us, defense holds them to a field goal. So that means it's 24 points, which is still 3 possessions. So we're not completely out of this. Bean comes in. We ran a couple of dives, and then they caught the defense coming up and hit them right up the seams with Simpson here. You know, we're running the corner route. We get man coverage. Hudson Henry, bro. Hudson Henry. If he's definitely a Mackey. He's a guy. He has a chance at it. We haven't had anybody really compete with this for the Mackey. Devin Bush, another guy. The Arkansas guys are just making plays. Another Arkansas transfer right there. So we go to the zone read. This is what Bean does. His juke and elusiveness. He just really puts pressure on the defense. He forces you to spy and contain, like he really does, or send, you know, your DBs off the edge. Here again, we're gonna get the matchup with Henry. and we're gonna take it. That safety blitzed off the edge. Maybe if he's in some kind of flat or they're in some kind of zone, he covers that, but nah, he's rushing. So we get Hudson Henry again in the end zone. We go for 2. I don't like the matchup on the left. I like the read on the right. We get it. Siggers, though, just cannot break all the tackles. I don't know where those guys came from or who we were targeting. The offensive line definitely lets down on that play. We get a stop defensively, and we go back because we have to score. This play was not well designed, and then it definitely wasn't well executed. Like, that should have been a pick. Probably best that he just knocked it down. You know, that essentially would have been a punt anyway. But yeah. So defensively, we get a 3 and out. We get the ball back, and we understand that it is really time for it. We got to move this ball, man. We have to. This is the throw that Ani does not make. He does not make that throw. He does not have the talent to make that throw. And it's sad because he's a good quarterback, but he's a good college quarterback. Bean has his arm strength to do that. And we're going to get in the end zone off, because of that. And so going forward, Bean will be our starter. He just gives us more. Defensively, we've been playing good up to this point. I don't understand where our linebacker was, what he was covering. He definitely should have been underneath that route. I may have spotlighted someone else, but yeah. So here it's 3rd and goal, man. We would prefer a stop. Hold them to 3. We have a chance on the next drive to take the lead with a touchdown. If we give up a touchdown here, that's 2 scores. We may not come back from this. They go with the screen. We're not in good position, but the running back doesn't make anybody miss. He runs basically right into us. So we get the stop. We force him to 3. Now it's time to make plays here. We're looking for, of course, Henry. If it's in man, we get him on a linebacker here. I don't understand what the defensive coordinator is thinking putting a linebacker on him. Unless you got a safety up top, I'm not putting a linebacker on Hudson Henry. The stick, it's a very simple read. And one thing I do is I look for this slant on the backside, especially if you blitz, because that means there can only be one guy in the middle or there's nobody in the flats. And so we get the matchup with looking for this time. Henry's tired. So we go to Siggers first. We're going to try to beat him up the middle. And we get good blocks by the offensive line. Siggers scores the touchdown. Cincinnati, they play us tough. They just do. Now, you know how I play, though. I don't do special teams. I don't kick the field goals. I let the special teams coach handle that. So we make the field goal. And that'll do it, folks. We won the game, and it is what it is. We're gonna win all the games. Or so we thought. Cringe alert, guys. Pause. Go back. Look at that again. Look at that again. Look at that again. They ran the kickoff back. Yo. I'm thinking screen is our best chance here. If I can get Hawkins out, and we almost do, just by the hair of their chinny chins, they get the tackle, but they ran the kickoff back. After we fought all the way back, bro. All the way back. Like, when it happened in real time, I had no words. I was sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, how'd they score? I thought we were just winning, bro. That's not how math works. And, will I change that? No. That's the purpose of letting special teams just play out. Like, it adds a certain level of unpredictability, and so we'll stay with it. But Ani will not be the starter anymore. He may transfer. Like, to be ranked that high, to be rated that high, and to not be the starter, he may transfer. but we'll live with that. We will be changing up the offense. I believe we'll go from the spread to the spread option to complement Beans and what he does better. But man, this one was a tough pill to swallow. I bet it was fun to watch though. So thank you for watching, and as always, yo man, I'm sorry, bro. That one stings. It itches, it burns, it stuffs my nose, it chaps my ass. But you know, that's man, that's what makes the game fun. Honestly, winning every game would not be fun. But I gotta be honest with you, this doesn't feel very fun. I guess you know, when we turn it back on, we get back in the season, it'll be fun later, but for right now, that's just I want to throw up. Oh gosh. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this episode, man. Like I said, like, sub, comment. See you guys next episode. Look at me. I am coaching now.